EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Let's go now. Score on these guys. What's up, ball down the field?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. In motion right, that's Dell. A shotgun snap to Stroud. To the sideline and incomplete. David Bell, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Steeler defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Option on the left side. Pickett's going to keep it. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Stroud. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Fielded at the 33. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Second down, here's Pickett. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
That puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Taking a shot for Dell here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Stroud looking to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
What are you doing?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's Pickett on second down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5. Now Pickett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Pickett back to throw. Finds Pickens out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Steelers 7, Browns nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pickett looking to throw on second down. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Harris. Will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And Stroud now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. That's caught, Allen Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Now Pickett changing the play. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Steelers.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Second down and 6 now. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Trying with Pickett here on third down. forced out to his left. There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Pickett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Able to get away. And he's going to go down again.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Back to throw here. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
Completes it to Austin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here's Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it is 42-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Grant. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he
appreciate you for tuning in, Suburban Thugs.
A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 8. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep.
Talib.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And Pickett going to move his guys around. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Now Pickett.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So this would end the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what,